At this point in time, we'll have opening remarks here from our beloved sir from Norway. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, and I think I'll go up here as well. Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, this one is working. Yes. Good morning, and Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, State Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here and see that we have such a good turnout today. The Uganda Business Forum is an important initiative by the Ugandan Embassy and its partners, and I appreciate this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Government of Norway. I would like to extend a particular welcome to His Excellency Vice President Sekandi, State Minister Omach, Ambassador Kibedi Wanume, and the rest of the Ugandan delegation. You have traveled far to be with us today, and I hope that your visit will be a fruitful one. We all know that the global economy is changing rapidly, and Africa has become one of the world's engines of growth. And despite alarming predictions about the negative impacts of Ebola, the commodity price slump, and volatility in the oil and gas market, growth in sub-Saharan Africa outstripped the global average once again in 2014. The average growth rate on the continent was a solid 4.5%. Economic analysis identify Africa as the second fastest growing consumer market. The continent is also continuing to grow as an investment market and is considered to be the second most attractive investment destination worldwide after Southeast Asia. African regional economic integration is moving forward, for instance, through the East African Community. This organization has considerable potential for strengthening intra-African trade and encouraging cross-border investments by international businesses. Norwegian businesses are therefore increasingly looking to Africa for opportunities. Although our country is a relatively small one, we are heavily involved in international trade, particularly in the energy and maritime sectors. The Norwegian petroleum industry can offer world-class technology, expertise, and experience. New and growing markets in Africa are attracted to Norwegian companies in the petroleum supply industry. Against this backdrop, Uganda can indeed be viewed as the gateway to Africa. With an estimated growth in GDP of 6.3% last year, which is expected to reach 7% within the next couple of years, Uganda is making rapid economic progress. The country still faces some tough challenges, but it has a young and growing population that is eager to work and improving business opportunity environment and steadily developing infrastructure, all of which are drivers of economic growth. To take advantage of this, the Norwegian Embassy in Kampala and partners from the Norwegian public and private sector are working together as Team Norway to promote trade and investment between Uganda and Norway. This work has already yielded results, but I'm certain we will see much more in years to come. There are some similarities between Ugandan and Norwegian economies, and this can provide a basis for fruitful partnerships. The energy sector is a good example of this. Uganda has a considerable unused hydropower potential as well as potential for producing other forms of renewable energy. Uganda is also expected to become a petroleum producer in a few years. Over the years, Uganda has invited several Norwegian energy and petroleum-related institutions to share their experience in developing the Norwegian energy sector. Okay, we'll go back to this one. This has created important ties between our two countries. Norway and Uganda have worked together on energy issues for more than 20 years. This cooperation has included support for the development of Uganda's electricity legislation, its national oil and gas policy, and its upstream and midstream petroleum legislation, all of which has established a firm foundation for further development of the energy and petroleum sectors. A number of Norwegian companies, investors and public institutions have been involved in this work. Trønder Energy constructed the Goy hydropower plant and Jacobsen Electro the Namamve oil power plant. These plants provide Uganda with significant proportions of its electricity supply. Norfund is an important investor in the Ugandan energy sector and also in the agricultural and financial sectors. People need electricity where they live and work. Norway has contributed substantial funding for transmission and distribution lines in Uganda. Recently, 8 rural distribution lines were commissioned and are now providing electricity for thousands of households in 4 districts. This has also made it possible for many small businesses to start up. At present, however, less than 1 in 10 households in Uganda has access to electricity. The Ugandan government's target is 1 in 5 by 2022. This year, construction of the 226-kilometer high-voltage transmission line to Uganda's oil capital, Hoima, will start. This will provide enough electricity for the establishment of a number of new industries in the region. Uganda and Norway are sharing the cost of constructing this new line. Norway is now putting more emphasis on attracting private investors and encouraging private-public partnerships in the energy sector. This is in line with Uganda's own strategy. One excellent example of this is the GET program, which is encouraging businesses to invest in renewable energy. We are very happy to see that a number of Norwegian businesses are now actively looking to invest in hydropower and in small and large-scale solar power plants. Norwegian companies are also involved in the petroleum sector. The East African Petroleum Services has established a logistics base near the oil fields, and a smaller Norwegian company is preparing an application for exploration license in the new areas that have just been opened. The Oil for Development program is well known, and our cooperation with Uganda was formally established in 2006. And I'm happy to say that Uganda has made great progress in establishing modern institutions and legislative frameworks to ensure responsible management of its petroleum resources. But there is no reason why Norwegian business presence in Uganda should be limited to clean energy and petroleum. Norwegian companies are already involved in Uganda's large agricultural sector, the construction business, and in other areas. Another reason why I'm pleased to be invited to this event is that it gives me an opportunity to speak about the Norwegian government's strong emphasis on development assistance as a catalyst for sustainable growth and jobs creation. The private sector is one of the main engines of growth and job creation. As many as 9 out of 10 jobs in developing countries are in the private sector. And the Norwegian government will soon be presenting a white paper to Parliament on business development and private sector cooperation. It will outline how development funding in Africa and elsewhere can support and promote sustainable and responsible economic growth. Norway will work both globally and with regional and national partners in Africa to mobilize and facilitate private sector investment with a view to increasing productivity and creating jobs. We hope this will generate excellent results in our cooperation with Uganda. I would also like to say a few words about the importance of an enabling environment in attracting investments and boosting growth. Good governance and predictable legal framework are key factors in generating financing and investment, and are important elements of an enabling business environment. The Norwegian Embassy and the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources in Kampala have initiated a dialogue on how the efficiency of the procurement process can be improved. Investment in education, technical training, and social protection is also vital to promote growth and entrepreneurship. Strengthening women's opportunities for participation and economic leadership can also have a strong positive effect on growth and development, as we have seen in Norway. Norway and Uganda have been cooperating extensively in these areas as well, and I know that Uganda has made a great deal of progress here as well. Finally, I would like to underline the Norwegian government's strong emphasis on corporate social responsibility. The government expects all companies, regardless of forms of ownership and whether they operate in Norway or abroad, to act in a responsible manner in their business operations and to take into consideration the people, societies, and environments affected by their activities. In conclusion, Mr. Vice President, Uganda is a country that offers great economic opportunities, and there is considerable potential for increasing trade and investment between our two countries. I congratulate you on organizing this event, which brings together Norwegian and Ugandan businesses and other actors, and provides an opportunity for exploring business ideas and developing ties. I hope this business forum will bring our two countries even closer together to our mutual benefit, and I thank all of you for your attention.